Alright. How's it going, guys? Yep, day 42. Out of many more. Also, yeah. Hydra. And Minecon. And Squirtle. And Sizzle. Okay. Also, let me shut my room door. Hold on. Alright. I have 89 pipe bombs ready for dismissal. Oh. Well, too bad the bell doesn't dismiss your pipe bombs. I do, so. Do you think you'll still be playing this on my birthday? Probably. Fuck, I forget. Isn't your birthday in like... Is it in July? I don't fucking remember. I'm sorry. Day 42 is the day where he gets a really good run to 100, I predict. Doubtful. Your death threats aren't sending? Aw, man. Three months and 9 days. Yeah, I probably will be, honestly. No, I doubt it. July 11th. Oh, let's go. I got the month, at least. Okay. Also, I uploaded more progress on the bottom, too. So that's epic. Am I a pineapple? If you want me to be. Oh, like a floating head. Huh, nice. Garrett Bobby Ferguson moment. I'll work on my part probably during this stream, and I'll try making my 500th solo level. Oh god. Yeah. I become the host of a server collab. Nice. That is amazing. Oh, hold on, fine. So I'll look at my DMs. What? What is it? Oh boy. Minty Mountains. Beautiful. Hey, club. How joyous will this Rev stream? That's an incomplete sentence if I ever saw one. Misty Mountains coming in 2. Or Minty Mountains coming 2.3. Okay. So it's coming out never. No, I don't know. All right. Switch my PFP to a different frame. It's also slightly less saturated. Wow. That goes hard. Trying to lock in today. All right. It only took 2,000 objects stacked on top of each other to make that shit. Wow. Yeah, thank you. Let's go. Based. Based. Yes, you should definitely try it. Also, try like as best you can to like use platforms and stuff to like recenter the icon, because when I was trying to play a lot of your part, like some of the transitions especially, like the icon was just floating for such a long duration that it wasn't really that consistent, if that makes sense. Like you need to have the icon resting on something every few clicks pretty much. And by every few clicks I literally mean like every 2 to 3 clicks you should probably have it resting on like a block or like something flat. It's just the best way to make it like consistent is all. Also, I didn't add this to my counter. I think I've probably done 52 to 100 more than 18 times, because I know I think there's at least one time I forgot to write down, but I'm not certain of it, so. Oh, hey Ash, how's it going? Okay, Kleb. Amazing. Thank you for these incredibly weird messages. Decorating as you go is underrated. Okay, that's just kind of dumb, I won't lie. You should do all the gameplay before you decorate. I will stand by that. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree. Alright, I'm just saying, like, you have to kind of learn to figure out how to do it. Otherwise, like, your gameplay is... I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, it is always easier to just add another portal or another orb, but you have to remember that every time you do that, you're slowly, like, the icon is slowly drifting further and further, like, each time you do that, based on, like, how each input is. Because, I mean, you already know, like, you know, every orb you hit, there's, like, a bunch of different frames you could hit the orb on, and then let's say you start hitting the orbs, like, I don't know, maybe you hit the orbs a little bit later. Eventually that starts to add up, and then your icon will be like over or something. It's just, I don't know. It takes practice. You just have to try it. Just try doing it and it'll work out. Trust me. Oh yeah, there's also a really cool thing you can do if you're having trouble. Hold on. I do want to show this because it's important. Like if you're having trouble with a transition or something and you want to make it like really sudden. I don't fucking know. Let's use that. You can do. So I don't know. Let's say we have this, okay? And then we're gonna, let's say we want to go into a ship after this, but we don't quite know how to transition into it. Check this out, check this out. I love doing this because it makes things incredibly consistent and it's just amazing. Actually, we don't even need to do this. We can just do this. Oh my gosh, hold on. It's always a nightmare getting this to snap properly though, I will admit. Holy fuck! Hold on, what the this is actually kind of pissing me off. There, okay, that's what I wanted to do. So, you can do this kind of thing where the slope will just shove you down, and you literally, like, it's the same every time. Like, there is no variability here. You always enter this ship the exact same way, no matter, like, when you jump. And that's, like, stuff like that is really useful. And then if you, let's say instead you have a wave transition here, you can do this, where you basically put an invisible UFO portal here, right? That way... That way the slopes can still like slam you down. And then we put a wave like right here. And then of course you'd want D blocks. Just when you're making wave transitions, it's usually best to just go off of a D block platform anyway. So now you end up with that, and it works a lot better. Although that one might actually not work. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, no, it works. So, okay. I do that for every game mode, except wave. Always use slopes to make. Yeah, exactly. Slopes are your #1 tool when making transitions, in my opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, but you see the UFO? I mean, I feel like, I mean, that doesn't bother me though. Like, it's literally for a split second. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it genuinely doesn't matter. Like, either way, you see the portal ahead of you of the game mode that you're about to be. I mean, the UFO, you don't actually do anything in the UFO. It's just there to, like, make the transition work. Like, I mean, I personally don't have a problem with that. I mean, it doesn't, I don't think it really... It's a hell of a lot better than having a shitty transition, okay? I'd much rather see a UFO for a split second than have a bad transition. That's just how it is. Also, a lot of times it can just make things cooler anyway, because, like, if you have, like, a really fast-paced song or, like, something that sounds really aggressive, it can just make it seem cooler because you see, like, you know, a split second, like, UFO or something. Like, you know, it just adds, like, another thing that happens, even though it doesn't really affect anything except for making the transition work. Slopes are just something you need to use sparingly in the editor. That's really that's just how I think about them anyway. Like, they work really well for certain things. It's just you have to make sure that you're not overusing them, because then you will, it's inevitable you're going to get bugs. I'm also planning to watch Apollo 18, which combines two of my favorite things, found footage and space. Epic. What about teleport portals for transitions? The only problem is those don't always work. Like, they help, and I sometimes use them, but they don't guarantee the same exact exit every time. It doesn't work. I mean, it helps. Like, it does put you in the general position that you need to be in for the transition, but it still isn't guaranteed to work all the time. Like, 100% the most consistent thing you can do for a transition is to just have a slope slam you down into a flat surface, and then from there you just do whatever. That's like the most consistent thing you can do. Like the period. Like there just is nothing more consistent. At least that I can think of. Because there's no way to die in the transition, and it's 100% the same every time. So it's just the best way to deal with stuff, I think. So, because it lets you do sudden transitions that wouldn't otherwise work. Also, yeah, teleport portals can also lead to bugs. That's true. I just try to avoid those unless, like that's like a last resort thing for me. Like, if I've tried everything else and I still can't get something to work, then I'll try to use, like, an invisible teleport portal, right? Because it does work sometimes. I'm not saying it's not, like, good or useful. I'm just saying it's not a particularly great option to make, like, a truly 100% consistent transition. Maybe I should try to give advice on making gameplay in the editor. God damn. I didn't realize how much shit I have to say about this. I should make like a video. That'd be crazy. Maybe I could do that. I don't fucking know. I mean, obviously, I'm not like a master at making gameplay or anything, but I think I know well enough how to make gameplay that isn't awkward and that isn't like filled with shitty transitions. I feel like that's something worth sharing at least. Teleport portals, funnily enough, only work at the very start of a level or in the middle of a wave part. Okay, well, there you go. I didn't really know that. All I knew is that they don't like consistently put you in the same spot usually. I was actually making a skill progression video at one point, but it was such a big project, and my laptop was just too shitty to actually like have DaVinci Resolve like not lag while I was editing the video, so I just scrapped it. I might redo it, I don't know, but I am kind of, I'll see. Oh, sorry, you said that like it was a fact, so I didn't know. The funnily enough misled me. I got deceived. Building with Rev series, yeah. Again, no decoration, because I am not someone you should trust for decoration advice, because, you know, I'm not good at it. But gameplay, I think I could, you know, that's one thing I think I feel confident enough in. Death by funnily enough. I would have really wanted to see that, not gonna lie, but whatever. Thank you, Mello, for the passive-aggressive guilt trip. Beating the oldest level of every difficulty, except NA, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I do need to upload something soon, though. I think the gameplay advice might not be a bad idea, because that is something that I really care about, because, like, well, no, I don't want to say like that, because I don't want to sound like a dick, but, like, I just find it annoying, I guess, how people, like, I find some of the mistakes that people make when building gameplay to be a little annoying. Best way to put it, really. And, you know, obviously the best way to deal with that is to help them, so. Hi Zep. I just found a poster for a movie called If, and it's genuinely one of the worst posters I've ever seen. Oh, awesome. Alright, I'm good enough to go from here. I'm gonna just keep playing from here until I get this run, and I'm not kidding about that. DM me? Oh god, it's called... Sorry, I just want to make sure there's nothing... Okay, yeah, no, we're good. It's called If? Why is... The people don't look like they're actually in there. That's kind of goofy. No, that is real. I think a lot of people just tend to rush when they're building gameplay, and they think that what they've made is really good because they're the one who made it, so A, when they play it, it's going to feel more consistent to them, and they're not going to realize some of the mistakes they made. But B, like... It's just, there's just not enough attention to detail put into it. Like, it just leads to not good gameplay, basically. No, that did look AI generated as fuck, I will say. So hold on, I'm just trying to check something real quick. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna play from here until I get this fucking run, because I think this is the run that I need to get for my confidence to bounce back. I mean, I do realize that I am getting better at this level. It's just really slow. Doesn't help that I don't play every day, but... I think I'm probably gonna... Honestly, might try to make a stream schedule at some point soon here. That way I stick to it, and that way everyone knows what days I won't be streaming on. Because I'm probably gonna have to pick at least 2 days out of the week to not stream now, since there's a good chance I'm gonna get this job. But we'll see. Hi, Phoenix. How do you get someone copyrighted? Literally, how do you do that? Well, unless you're the person, like, claiming the content or something. I'm rendering the completion video right now after, like, 2 days. Let's go. That's like me after I beat something, except instead of 2 days, it's usually like 3 months after that I finally choose to, like... Dude, I still find it funny that there is not an actual completion of XO on my channel other than the live stream. That's hilarious to me. I honestly forgot that I beat XO until just now. How about only 1 day off? How about you shut your fucking mouth? Yeah, it's me when I upload the Lugiverse video, exactly. It's so real. Pro is not actually trying to take stabs at me or shots at me right now. There's no way. I want to see your list of your least favorite extremes you've beaten. Me? Okay, sure. Well, I mean, I guess I just go through and like see all the least favorite ones I have. Let's see. These are all fine. On that list would probably be Digital Descent, EXO, Retention, Aftermath, Deception Dive, Carnage Mode, Cybernetic Crescent, Azurite. I want to say Prismatic Haze as well because the fucking transitions are terrible. Let me see what else. I think Myocardia probably. Forget how much I hated Air Tech, and then definitely Luchiverse and Shukufuku. Those are going on there too. It is cybernetic depressant. What's my take on Killbot? I mean, I haven't beaten it, but I think it's a cool level, I guess. I don't know. I think storms are goated. I love when it's storming outside. Unless it's like cutting your internet out and shit, then it's toxic. But... Why is retention so trash? Because the fucking bugs and the very ending. What's going on? The fuck is this? I mean, it's funny, but I'm also very confused. How did... The fuck is this? You'll love them less when you're forced into one restroom with every other guy in your building for an hour. Oh, yeah, that's annoying. How the fuck did that happen? I have no idea. I mean, there's not much I can really do about it at the current moment because I know nothing. So I guess I'm just gonna continue on until I realize that the server's probably getting like raided or some shit. I think we're probably fine. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I mean, it's a bot, but I don't know who did it. Hey Eric. I want to look at this again to make sure there's still really interesting. Has this bot appeared anywhere else? I mean, clearly it must be in the server, right? Bots. Well, yeah, no idea. Is that by someone named Liam V4? That's the person who just messaged in general. Wait a minute. And that's also a person who DM'd me. Uh-oh. That's very not good. What? This is the most suspicious fucking behavior I've ever seen. I'll just let other people handle it for now. I can't do this while I'm streaming. It's fine. There are other mods in the server for that. I will look into it if it's still a problem when I end. The person who originally said look at gang announcements is the person. Yeah. I found the issue. The member rule had webhook perms for some reason. Oh. Huh. Alright, whatever, I guess it's fixed for now. Okay, yo no hablo español. Sorry guys, bear with me. Oh, yeah, no, I know about the server thing. And if I'm being honest, I know so little about Discord that I don't even really fully understand like the issue, but I guess it's resolved now, so whatever. Okay. I mean, either way, you still didn't have to like do that because you like annoyed a lot of people with like the add everyone's. Sorry. Why is it so hard to stream without something goofy happening, I swear? Alright, we should be good. Sorry about that. Also, wait, hold on. One more thing. Oh, wait. Is anyone in here right now? Nah, okay. Alright, alright. Sorry about that. It's just exiled Neptunium. Sure is. Okay, this person is, whatever. I guess they're... I got like 31 on Boogie, but I replaced my W key with a fart soundboard. Ah, nice. Beating extremes is great, but the grind is so draining at times. I don't know how people stay motivated. Yeah, no, this level's doing that to me. It's mainly because every other level that's really hard, that's like around this difficulty that I've completed, was something that I felt really motivated to like beat. My motivation for beating this is really just at an all-time low. Like, honestly, I'd argue this feels like the hardest thing I've ever had to beat just because of my lack of motivation. Like, it's so painful. Like, every time I stream, it's the equivalent of spending 2 hours peeling, like, slowly peeling off a band-aid that's gonna take another, like, 50 streams to fully get off. That's how it feels to play this. And then we have experts over here trying to claim because it's a wave level. No, it's because the level is what it is. It's not because it's a wave level. There are other wave levels that would not result in this level of demotivation, I can assure you that. It's purely just because I don't care for the song, I don't care for the level. I really only started playing this because I thought it was fun at first. Which the gameplay is pretty fun, the base gameplay, but the balancing is really bad. And I already knew I didn't really care for the song or like anything else about the level when I started playing it. I just genuinely thought it was so fun that I would like it, but no. It's not fun. Well, it is fun, but it's also not. If this level was like an easy extreme, then it would be incredibly fun gameplay. But it's not. But like, I can assure you, had I chose to finish the golden instead of going to this, I would be much more motivated right now. Purely because I love the golden and I've always loved it. It has a banger song. It's some of my favorite like early 2.1 decoration. And the level just kind of means a little bit to me. This doesn't really mean anything to me. Like, I have pretty much no connection to this at all. Like, it's much easier to stay motivated through a level if you have some sort of, like, an emotional connection to the level or something like that. But I'm pretty fucking indifferent to Aerial Gleam. I had a very interesting conversation with a friend about how stupid it was the platformer levels weren't on the demon list. Or that platformer levels weren't on the demon list. Well, I think with platformers, they're so different that you need a separate list for them. Like, I don't think that's really something you could put on a list with a bunch of auto-scroller levels. It's just not the same. Like, it really isn't. It's a different kind of skill. Like, for example, if I tried to play Celeste right now, even though I'm, you know, I've beaten really hard shit in GD, it would be just as hard for me to, like, get good at Celeste, like, as someone who hadn't beaten really hard levels in GD, because it's a very different thing. Same with platformers. Like, I can't do very hard platformers because it's such a different skill. Main thing is that if they can't accurately place platform levels, they also can't accurately place regular levels. I get that, but I feel like that's just kind of justifying. I feel like that's like saying two wrongs make a right, if that makes sense. Like, that doesn't mean you have to make things more wrong because of it. Like, I still think they should be on a separate list. Dre's back. Let's go. Also, this person is annoying, so I'm just gonna ignore that. He wasn't the one. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. I'll deal with that later. So people are so wacky. The main point is that comparing a platform level's difficulty to a non-platformer is the same as comparing Sinister Silence to Citra. It kinda isn't though, because you're comparing auto-scrollers to other auto-scrollers, which is very different than comparing auto-scrollers to platformers. Like, it's a very different thing. Like, again, just because you can't quite get an accurate comparison on between levels of the same type doesn't mean that you should just say fuck it and mix them all together, because it's still very different. That's all. Like yeah, I get it. We can't accurately place even auto-scrollers when comparing them with other auto-scrollers, but you can still somewhat accurately do it, you know? Like, within, like you can still say with certainty that, like, Bloodlust is harder than Yatagarasu, for example, right? Like, no one's gonna dispute that, because they're so far apart that clearly Bloodlust is harder. I mean, then again, you can't say that, like, Ragnarok is definitely harder than Bloodlust, or easier, I forget, whatever, because they're really close to each other on the list, right? It's kind of just like a... I don't know. Point being, you can't really compare apples to oranges. It just doesn't work. It will be sad if we get a top 1 difficulty level, but it's platformer. Yeah, but then again, it would just be top 1 on the platformer list. Like, I don't really know what else to say for that, because, like, it doesn't... The fact that it's on a separate list says nothing. It doesn't imply that it's easier or harder than like the hardest auto scroller either. It says nothing about that. It just says this is the hardest platformer level. And if people think that's the hardest level in the game, then so be it. But you still can't compare that to non-platformers, if that makes sense. Plus, in that case, again, the skill sets are so completely different that like there are always going to be people who think that the hardest level is an auto scroller, and people who are always going to think that the hardest level is the platformer level. You know what I mean? It's just going to depend on like what you're better at and like which one you're more skilled with, I guess. I just think it's strange that this is the line in the sand. I get it, but at the same time, you have to draw a line somewhere. Like, you can't just, like, you can't just put everything into the same category. Like, there has to be a cutoff somewhere. And I honestly don't think separating platformers from non-platformers is that unreasonable of a cutoff. Like, I think it's a very reasonable cutoff. Like, that, like, okay, I guess my argument to this is, like, why don't we just take every fucking category like, of speed runs for, like, a particular video game and just put them all together and just not have separate categories? You can't do that. It doesn't work. There have to be separate categories for separate things. It wouldn't annoy me as much if Pointer had a platformer list, but it really just feels like bias because the people running the list tend to not like 2.2. I suppose so. I mean, also, like, platformer has, like I expected, taken a turn to be, like, a less popular part of the game. Because, I mean, how could it not be, right? Like, this game, I mean, people are still gonna, you know, care the most about what the game originally was. And there's nothing wrong with that, and there's also nothing wrong with platformers being a thing. So I guess what I'm saying is I understand why there isn't maybe a platformer list just yet. I'm not saying it's right that there isn't one, because I do agree there, like, Pointer Crate should have one because there's no reason not to, and there's still like a big enough part of the game to where it warrants having a list. But I don't know. I guess I'm saying I know why there isn't a platformer list yet, and it's because of that. Because platformer is sort of seen as just like an extra thing in the game. Because, like, if you look at the majority of people, they kind of went back to playing traditional levels. That's just how it is. I mean, not everyone, but the majority of people. Premiere tomorrow, let's go. No, it is popular. I'm just saying it still isn't anywhere near as popular as just regular auto-scrollers. At least from what I've seen. Like, the majority of people are still going for really hard standard levels, or beating other standard extremes. It's just like a less popular thing. I'm not saying it isn't popular, but I'm saying it's less popular. So yeah, the longer they take to make it, the more levels don't get to be on Legacy. I agree with that. But at the same time, I mean, we still have a little bit of time for that, because I mean, how many really hard platformers have been made? Like, I doubt there's been enough to like fill a list yet. I mean, there's a chance that they're just kind of waiting until there's, like, you know, more to choose from. I could be wrong though, because I don't know. Like, I don't know how many like really hard platformers there are, I guess. You know, I guess I do want to see how many extremes there are. Wait, you have to, is it in here? Oh no, that's right, it's that. I haven't looked. Okay, my point exactly. There are 10 rated platformer extremes. So maybe there's just not enough yet. I mean, obviously there are old levels on the original list that are hard demon now and insane demon now, right? But like I could see them maybe wanting to avoid that and having only extremes ever be on there. And even still, there's only 32 insane demon platformers, so you couldn't even make a full main list if you took all the extremes and all the insanes. No, I get it doesn't need. I mean I get it though, because like you don't want to just put stuff that isn't that hard on there at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I really it's probably I don't think it's really enough to warrant a list just yet. I'll be honest. I really don't. Like if you only have like I think it was I already forget the number, but it was like less than 40 insanes I think, and then only 10 extremes. That already shows that there's not really too much really hard stuff there yet. So, I mean, I get it. Because, like, you don't want to be putting, like, medium demons on, like, a... I mean, it just seems, like, weird to me, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you could. I suppose it's just a matter of preference. Like, I mean, I guess I don't really care, but I understand why, if there aren't really that many. You're right about that. It's just a matter of preference, I guess. I mean, I don't care either way. I'm just trying to say I understand why it probably doesn't exist yet, is all. Ooh, could I? I think I could watch it. Yeah, I should be able to. I'll probably have to watch it on my phone, maybe, but you know, I am curious. How many platformer demons are there total, though? There's probably quite a bit, because I know a lot of easy demons were made. 108? That's it. Okay. I did just come up with a valid argument, though. So there are only 108 of these that are even demon, okay? I feel like it'd be kind of hard to properly order anything easier than a demon, okay? I will say that. I'm not saying that we can't accurately order the list when it's all extremes either. I'm just saying it is much easier to order very difficult levels than it is to order levels that are just so easy that there really isn't much of a way to, like... You know what I mean? So, okay. I'll say this. I don't think there's any place for non-demons in a hardest list, purely because ordering that is just unfathomably hard to do. Like, I get it's hard to order our current list, but when you incorporate levels that are literally like 9-star or easier, there's just no way to order it. I'm sorry. There is absolutely, objectively no way to order it. There just kind of isn't. So, I mean, once there are 150 demons... I see your point, but until then, eh. I mean, it's already hard enough with easy demons, even. I mean, easy demons are pretty much impossible to order, too. I mean, you can to some extent, but... Proof of concept. I mean, alright. I'll take this into consideration. Let me see. What is this? I guess I'll see what's on here. Okay, so we have a top 100. So that's fair. Okay, I get that. But I also get if Pointer Crate wants to wait till they can make a top 150 out of it. So I don't know. 9-star difficulty to be renamed a failed demon. Yeah. You beat Windy Land. Or wait, no, 9 circles. Let's go. I should do a water gauntlet stream. Dude, the gauntlets are so miserable. I think I've just sworn off of trying to beat all of them at this point. I just don't really care enough. I mean, I really cared for a while because I was actually able to beat all of them and get all the coins, but I don't have it in me to keep doing that, especially with the fucking Rafer level. No, it's not happening. I'm just not doing that again. I really don't want to. And because beating all the gauntlets with all coins is so much harder than just beating the gauntlets, it makes me feel like I have to get the coins for like in order to feel truly complete with it. So I'd rather just not. I'd rather just not. I don't want to. I mean, I see your points. I do. I quit at the right time. Okay. Calypso Blitz sucks. Alright. Okay, Duolingo has apparently never never heard of a debate before. God fucking damn. You gotta play a shitty volleyball minigame at like 70% on XL high CPS medium demon. That is. Yeah, I'd rather just not play it, honestly. Dude, if you need a break from I can't spell this gleam, yeah. Aerial. Funny word. Still not as bad as the word bureau or queue. Those suck ass. You can just ask the Phoenix guy about how much the water gauntlet sucks. He forced himself to beat the whole thing. Okay, cool. Also, I'll be back. I'm gonna get water. Hold on. Forgot about the word kernel, yeah. Kernel's fucking stupid. Kernel's easier for me to remember, though, because it's so stupid, you know what I mean? Because, like, you can just sound it out, like, colonel. Like, okay, that's it. Just whenever you want to spell kernel, just spell colonel and you'll be good. But, like, Q, there's no intuition about it. Like, there's nothing you can do. You just have to remember, oh, there's an extra UE on the end of it. That's it. That's all you can do. Like, it doesn't, there's nothing, I guess you can say QU. You can do that. I guess that helps. Well, I'm glad the themes are at least well, or at least accurate. I don't know why Wednesday's spelled that way either. I mean, there's a reason for everything, I guess. Fucking Wednesday. Okay, what about choir? That word literally just doesn't sound like it looks. That's true. Choir. Okay, bye, Scary. Are there any other words that are that just shouldn't exist? Q should just be Q, I agree. I mean, we don't have any other words that are Q, so yeah, why not? Picture, where did the ch sound come from? That's true, but it's not like on the same level as choir. Picture. See, I feel like the ch is probably just the result of like people pronouncing it a certain way because it's just easier to say picture instead of picture. Like picture, just like picture, like you can do it in like one solid, like it's, you can almost pronounce it in like one syllable even though it does have two syllables instead of picture, like it's like picture, like I don't know, it's fucking easier to do. Okay, bye, Exod. I should beat Isolated. I honestly don't want to. Maybe I will at some point. I don't know. I don't really feel like it though. I mean, I made the gameplay for most of the level, so I feel like I've played it enough already. Oh, vacuum. Oh, I hate that word. That's a really bad word, yeah. That's a really bad word, actually. I fucking hate that. Vacuum. God, 2 U's. Why? Why would you... Yeah, no, that's so dumb. Yeah. That's really bad, yeah. Forgot that existed. I did not make 3/4 of the level. I made like maybe 60%, because there is a lot of gameplay in there by other people. Even if I did adjust their gameplay to make it like better, I mean it's still kind of their gameplay, so I don't know. I would say I'm responsible for 60% of its gameplay. Because I built like half of it from scratch, and then the rest is just stuff that I adjusted, so I'll just add 10% on. Oh, Pharaoh, yeah. Pharaoh. God, that's really bad. Like, what's that extra A doing there? Just get rid of that. Continuum. At least continuum makes more sense than vacuum. Vacuum just, there's no reason for it to be spelled that way, but at least continuum, it's like, okay, it's continue, and then you add at the end of it. Like, that makes some sense. I get that. But fucking vacuum? Like, why? Like, there's no reason for it to not be spelled V-A-C-U-M-E. Like, there's just no reason. Oh, 62. Is that the, blue orb? I think? Wait, is it a blue orb? What is it? I think I know what you're talking about. It's the one really fucking hard click. It's the shit that's stupidly tight for no reason. Why is W called W? Because it looks like... Well, see, lowercase w kind of does look like a double... Like, it looks like two U's if you, like... the way most people write W is they just do two little curves if it's lowercase. So I get why it's called W, because, like, you know, in that case it looks like two U's, even though it is technically, like, two V's if you were to draw, like, write it out correctly. Why does double have the OU? I mean, stuff like that doesn't bother me too much because at least I see, like at least it sounds, like, I don't, like, I have no idea what I'm trying to say. It sounds reasonable, okay? Like, OU making the, like, sound, like, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But... the low quality music in the background. You might be hearing the TV through, like, the wall because the walls in this house are stupidly thin. I can assure you there's no music playing, though. Other than Aerial Gleam. Oh, unless you mean you can't hear the levels music. Hold on. Is the volume too low in the game? Is that what you mean? Hold up.
You chose nurse.
Oh, shut up. Like a master at making games. No, you can hear the levels music, so I don't know. I don't know what you're hearing. Oh, actually, let me close my door. That will probably help. I forgot I had it cracked. Also, I think I'm gonna end in like 20 minutes because I'm just about burnt out on this for today, and I need to eat dinner. And I also need to finish doing the dishes. I already spent like 2 hours earlier doing them, and I have to spend another like hour in the fucking kitchen because they were so bad. And I had to run the dishwasher midway through. You know, I do want to try an attempt on retention just because. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. It's ridiculous how free the pre-drop of retention is, by the way. Like, it's absurd. All the difficulties just in the second hour. Oh no, you say Z instead of Z. Disgusting. The pre-drop isn't that easy. It is for me. Like, I was getting to the drop literally every attempt. Like, not too long after I, like, relearned everything. Like, when I went to beat it. Because I tried to beat it on mobile, like, many years ago, and I got, like, 30-something%. And then when I finally decided to actually beat it on my laptop, like, after I, like, learned everything, like, just very roughly, I was pretty much getting the drop every attempt anyway. Well, you can avoid most of the bugs that happen in the pre-drop, though, is the thing. You just have to know what to do. I don't really have problems with levels having bugs if the bugs have like a very clear and easy way to just be avoided. Like whether it's making sure to click later on a certain part or just maybe jumping higher on a certain part, like, you know. As long as it's like reasonable and you can do it consistently, it doesn't bother me. That's why Knight Rider was is still one of my favorite levels of all time gameplay-wise, because all of the bugs that are in it, except for Kamal's part, you can just avoid by just knowing like how to play it. So the bugs are just no longer an issue, and then the rest of the gameplay is actually really fun. Kamal's part is still a bitch, though. It's terrible in Knight Rider, I must say. The duels actually get really consistent. Like, really consistent. You know, hold on, let me try one more time. I'll go into practice mode, and there's a good chance that I won't be able to play it that well, like the duels that well anymore. We'll see. Hold on. Let me take a look. Oh shit! I thought my brain thought I was in a UFO there. That was crazy. Okay, actually, here, I'll give an example, by the way. So, like, one of the bugs is that. Or, well, I lived that time. But basically, if you hit this late right here, like, if you hit both these green orbs late, you're probably going to die to that spike up front. It's actually hard for me to do it because I'm so used to, like, avoiding the bug, but hold on. So, like, that'll happen. But all you really have to do is just time it so that you're hitting them, like, earlier. And it works like every time. Let me see how well I can do this duel. Okay, I can almost do the whole thing. And I forgot how to play after that. It's not that bad. Dre, just ignore Mello. He's fucking stupid. But it doesn't. But it literally doesn't. I'm really having trouble focusing on this level right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go till the hour-and-a-half mark, so it's only a couple of minutes. Honestly, I might spend my last couple minutes seeing if I can beat Windy Landscape twice in a row or more. That'd be wild. Oh yeah, I guess I could show you more of the bottom too. Honestly, I might, assuming that's still a thing by the time I finish Aerial Gleam, which I'd imagine it will be, maybe I'll orient my channel around, like, that level or something until it's, like, finished. That might be fun. I don't know. But that's assuming that it doesn't get sidelined or dropped or, like, die, you know, which... There's a very, high chance that that happens, but, you know, there's a small chance that it works out. So. Two in a row. I'm having too much fun for it to die. Yeah, that's what I always think. Until it dies. I won't talk about it like that anymore though, because like I don't want to increase the chances of it dying. As of right now, I'm going to try everything I can to make sure the layout gets finished, but we'll see. I just know it's going to be a lot of work because I probably should have, like... Oh, fuck. I probably should have been a little more careful about who I selected to make gameplay for the level, because I can tell I'm going to need to do a lot of work on some of the parts. But I don't want to be a dick and kick people out, so... Here, try to play it. I'll just do this. I won't turn up the fucking volume on OBS because that went terribly last time. And that's the whole thing. Yeah, you'll be the dick for me? Okay, yeah. No, I agree. Billy's part needs... It's rough. He's the main person I'm concerned about. Honestly, the only person that I'm not entirely worried about, and don't take this the wrong way, but is Adrian, because he seems to be really fucking good at making gameplay. And Dre, you're able to make cool stuff. You just need to really work on making your stuff more consistent. That's like the main thing. And also less awkward, because you have the way you structure things, or I guess don't structure things a lot of the time, it ends up being awkward to play. It's like the main thing. I can't with the camera. You think it's funny? Okay. I mean, it's not exactly what I was going for, but I guess if you get entertainment out of it. Hey, Edson. How's it going? You know, I want to play this one more time. Let's run that back. I am actually really happy with this, though. I will say, I need to, I'm gonna restructure this ship. I think this is kind of bad. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think, because I've noticed a lot of, like, how you structure something can actually just make it more fun, even if it doesn't really change the actual gameplay of it. So I think I'm gonna try to do something more curvy here. Like, I think this is too, like, angular. Like, I need something, you know, more like... Like, I need to do, like, some of this, you know, just, like, curve it up. Obviously, I won't make it that tight, because I'm not trying to make this level very hard, but I'm going to do something like that, I think. Also, I think it just occurred to me that I don't have this going on. Make sure that you hit it at the same spot every time. Alright. No, it's I just popped a beam. I just popped a bean. Watch my eyes grow. It's honestly hard to hear the lyrics for this song. I only know them because like I've I just like the song so much. It's actually absurd. I'm not kidding when I tell you I think the song is unironically a banger. Like I'm not even kidding. Like I dead ass listen to this like a lot. Like it goes hard. I don't know what else to say. It genuinely goes hard. But yeah, here you want a little SpongeBob's part is I just popped a bean, watch my eyes grow, sipping hella lean, smoking hydro, and then he goes, when I hit the reef, turn it title. Gary is my shadow bitch, he go wherever I go. That's SpongeBob's verse. Alright. Cool. Well, I am done, so I will hopefully be live tomorrow. We'll see. I might not be because I have a follow-up interview at like 6 p.m. and I might not feel like streaming after that, but we'll see. So also I do have a lot of work coming up, like schoolwork again, because it's like the end of the semester. And the end of the semester is always hell. So yep. I will hopefully see you tomorrow, but no guarantees. Really no guarantees on any particular day at this point, but I'm still going to keep going. So good night, guys.